Gentlemen, lads, welcome back to the Info Podcast. My name is Elijah, and I'm joined by Andreas per usual. We're going to give you guys our USA Jamaica match preview and predictions. Now, we did do a predictions for the overall, like the whole round in the most recent video, so make sure to watch that. But this is going to be like the same thing, just a little more in depth for this game. I also did a reaction to the team sheet for Jamaica, so make sure to watch that. We are going to be doing a live stream for the game, so make sure to turn notifications on for our channel so you know when we go live and you can interact with us there. Make sure to hop in. We want to see as many people as we can there. We want to interact with all of you guys and talk to you guys and whatnot, so make sure to be there and also let us know in the comments down below your opinions about this game. Now, Jamaica, USA. I said this in the other video. This is the matchup of the round for me. This is the matchup to watch, without a doubt. Jamaica, obviously, still wanting revenge for the games in March against the USA, where it ended in such heartbreak. Trust me, we know heartbreak. I was heartbroken. Andres was heartbroken. My girlfriend was heartbroken. It was rough. It was rough. They were this close. They were this close to a Nations League final appearance and robbing of the USA of the glory. However, is this the year they do it? Is this their opportunity for them to take it back? I'm not going to say no. I believe
Ted Lasso.
I believe
Ted Lasso-esque. I believe.
If there's a time for it to happen, it's right now. The USA are not going to have their strongest team. They're missing a lot of key attackers. They do have some. Obviously, the USA has the best depth in Concacaf, so they do have some really good options still that are going to pull up. But it's not their best team. They still, I know for 100%, are going to be playing in a system that they do not know, possibly a 3 at the back, which I addressed in the last video. Tim Ream is probably starting that game. I love you, Tim Ream. It's time, brother. It's time. Let's let it go.
Let's let it go. Time to go.
Anyways, Jamaica, on the other hand, also look very, very good. Leon Bailey's back in the team, and I know a lot of Jamaican fans have their own opinions about Leon Bailey, but he is back in the team. Isaac Hayden has joined the team. Mason Holgate is back with the team for the second time. Michael Antonio will be suspended the first game, but will be there for the second one. I don't know, man. Jamaica looks kind of good.
Stars are aligning, low key. Everything's
to say the least.
Like everything's more positive on Jamaica's end. You know, it's a little down in the dumps on the United States end. You know,
I would agree. I would agree.
If you got to remember, yes, the United States is missing some players, but let's be real. They have Pulisic at the moment, and bro is firing on all cylinders.
The most informed attackers in the world.
And low key, bro does carry the United States in certain moments, sometimes. On the low, and I gotta give him his flowers. You know, on the high. I was trying to be a little bit more respectful than that, but as a Mexico fan, but yeah, I think if they're able to neutralize him, I don't know. I think if I'm saying I think a lot. Lord.
Bro's thinking hard right now.
I've thought about this. I was like, how do you neutralize one of the best players in form right now in the world? You just put someone on him the entire game. Genuinely, you just chuck a midfielder and be like, you know what, your goal.
A man-to-man defense? You come from
man-to-man? Only him.
Okay. You
only mark him. Your goal is to be on his ass the entire game. And it's not a bad strategy, like, on a real. It's not. Because, like...
That's not.
Like, yeah, okay, he gets by you, like, once or twice. But then there's someone else there to step up and, you know? And then he's just going to get frustrated. But let me tell you, you go after Weah. You know, he got sent off for...
Ooh, that's a good shout.
You know, psychological, you know, you get... a little talk in his ear a little bit. You get the United States a little bit frustrated after maybe you park the bus a little bit, and then you get them a little bit frustrated and they don't know what to do. Just saying.
I mean, you know what? That is a really good shout, actually. Because, like, the USA tend to struggle with that against teams who don't know what to do. Because that is, like, for a lot of teams, it's the only way that you can play against the USA in this region. I think that's exactly what Jamaica need to do is, frustrate the hell out of them by playing at the back, and they'll give them opportunities. They're not going to have their most creative bunch, because due to injury and whatnot. Frustrate the hell out of them. I like that. And that's when you use your strengths, which is attacking on the counter and whatnot. Yep. You're not going to be a team that can build up against a very good midfield for the USA. You're not going to be able to build up against that team a whole lot. I like that.
And then
hurt them in the head.
Hurt them in the head and, like, play a little dirty. Nothing crazy. Nothing to get you sent off. I'm saying, like, you know, little late challenges here and there, little nudges off the ball. Just to get a little bit more in their head, you know, because this United States team is known to be a little hot-headed. especially Pulisic. He can be hot-headed at times if you just know how to get to him. And especially when you have to go after him, especially after he got sent off. And he has a short temper. So, but yeah, I think that's how you do it, especially on the counterattack with the rumored 3 in the back. How did I hear this? I read it. I read it on ESPN. Okay, I was reading up doing my research for this, and I was like, they're talking about, Pochettino's talking about the players he has and his assets and stuff, and they mentioned, they don't really have outside backs, so they're probably playing a 3 in the back. So if it happens, I'm a football guru. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But just know that you heard it here first, especially if they do it on the Getting Football podcast. But I think besides Anthony Robinson, they're a little bit slow. I would say their center backs are a little just a tad bit slow. It's a little exaggeration. I mean, they're very slow if you count Tim Ream. So
Tim Ream brings down like the center back average in terms of pace by a lot.
Yeah. So
without a doubt,
I think you can exploit that, especially with Leon Bailey. Premier League talent, especially he's gone up against Anthony Robertson a numerous times, so I'm sure they got each other's number. So that's a good matchup to look out for, especially on the counterattack. I genuinely think Jamaica, especially in Jamaica, will do their best to frustrate the United States and hit them on the counterattack. And I think it's possible. Granted, I'm curious to see, this is a shout. I didn't mention this in our prediction video because it didn't really matter. For this, I'm curious to see if they put in net. I'm sure it's Matt Turner. Yes, I'm sure it's Matt Turner, but they did bring in the youngster.
Diego Cuckin from Barcelona. Yeah, I mean, is without the future of the U.S. Goalkeeper position.
It's important to note they have brought in 4 keepers for this, which is
Can we stop this whole football wokeness of bringing 4 goalkeepers in? Like, what are we doing?
It's for training, dog. It's for training. It helps training go smoother in DK training. If you have 4 keepers, it helps it go a lot smoother. Trust me.
Well, yeah, but how important really is that?
I'm just making a joke.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like let's stop this whole. I'm using woke as a funny meme term, just so you guys know. I don't actually talk like that, but like. It's stupid. It's
keepers' lives matter.
No, it's true, but only for 3 of them. Only for 3 of them.
The best 3 and everyone else doesn't matter.
I just don't think you need 4. You could bring in another player without that. You bring just for those who don't know, this is the 4 they brought in: Matt Turner per usual, Patrick Schulte, okay, Diego Cuckin, great, love that, and Zach Steffen, who had one of the worst blunders I've seen a goalkeeper have in a long time.
Guzan, bro. Guzan did.
True.
He somehow topped him. I don't know how that was even possible.
What a week for American goalkeepers. But, I mean, like, you don't need Zach Steffen here. I'm sorry.
No,
you do not need Zach Steffen here. I would be okay with the other 3. That's perfectly fine with me. You don't need Zach Steffen here. You could have used that spot for another player, especially when you have a rather weaker attack. I mean, you have the likes of Kate Cowles in the team now. You have Brandon Vasquez back in the team. Ricardo Pepe's probably going to be the starting striker, who, don't get me wrong, I love. I don't think he's physical enough for these games, for these Nations League games in particular. So you could have brought somebody else on, but I digress. I had to. That's been on my chest for a little bit now. It's been on my chest.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's good.
You're not GK Union. You're not GK Union.
And you know what? Like for those who support it, sure. I don't see the benefits of it.
I'm all for it.
Anyways, Jamaica obviously have Isaac Hayden joining the team for the first time ever. Apparently, we did get a comment where a guy said from his insider source, I don't know if I believe it or not, that Hayden will be starting the first game. I don't know. But it is a big addition for the midfield. I don't think it's going to be enough to overthrow the American midfield, just because the American midfield is not only good, but very in form right now, depending on who you're talking about.
I think you will go toe-to-toe. I feel like that's a fair
I don't
assessment.
think toe-to-toe. I don't know.
Toe-to-toe for like 2 rounds, and then you back off. You know
I mean, let's talk. Like, McKennie is one of the most informed midfielders in the Serie A. Yunus Musa has been firing for Milan as of late. Had a very good game against Real Madrid. Arguably the best team, one of the best teams in the world. Johnny Cardoso has been very, very good for Real Betis. Obviously, no Tyler Adams. Moving forward, though, Aiden Morris has been pretty good for Middlesbrough. Malik Tillman has been amazing for PSV over in the Netherlands. So I don't know. But like you said, I don't think that's how the Jamaica would get the win anyway. I don't think Jamaica would get their win going through the midfield anyway. It's down the wings and quick and fast paced. You got Demarai Gray and Leon Bailey. You do. You got Leon Bailey and Demarai Gray on the wings, right? And that's probably what they're going to start with. I think it's what they should start with. Fast paced and experienced. who can take on a lot of these players. I don't know if Joe Scally takes over, controls Damari Gray. I don't know if I think Anthony Robinson can control anyone in the world, but it's going to be good for Jamaica. You don't play to the midfield with them if you want success. You frustrate them, like you said earlier, and hit them on the counter as best you can. That's when you score. Granted, though, Jamaica also doesn't do that good at home. They have not been that good at home in the Nations League. Jamaica tends to play better away from home, which is interesting to say the least.
Falls into my prediction.
There you go. Again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Jamaica, and I do think they could win this tie. But there are some hurdles that they have not been able to overcome that they would need to here, and that is, one, playing as a team. Don't get me wrong, they're just not set up to play very collaboratively. That's just not how it works. It's not how it has worked. See, the USA does to an extent, Mexico does to an extent, but Jamaica is just kind of, find the password if it's there. If not, boot it up. That's about it. There's no interlink. There's nothing like that. So I'm interested to see how Steve has them playing for this game. But yeah, like I said, they don't perform at home. They do not perform well at home at all. It's just not their place. I think you kind of got to start making that into a fortress, and this is where you do it against the USA. Get
out of here with the draw. That's what I say. I mean, I could be completely wrong.
Happy with that.
Like, fans of the channel that are Jamaican fans who are just popping in for this video, like, do tell me, like, what are your expectations going into this? Because I'm curious. Because, like, for me, I would be happy with the draw personally. Like, and then you can go back to the United States. You fight for something. Pull up a little upset there in the good old USA. But, like, I'm curious to see, like, are you expecting a loss here? Are you expecting a win? Like, what are you hoping for? So please put that in the comments because I'm curious. A little off topic, but I am curious about it. Because I'd be ecstatic with a draw.
Without a doubt. I think it is unfortunate for Jamaica that it's a two-leg fixture, right? Like that semifinal game against the USA earlier this year, that was the best opportunity for you to win it, right? Because it's a one-off. You only need to win one game. The two games here, I think, could screw Jamaica over a little bit. But yeah, if you come out of Kingston with a draw, that'd be fantastic. USA does have to travel to Kingston. They have not played in Kingston often. It's not a place where they know how to play, and it's a very different environment from what they're used to playing. Which is why I think it's a good opportunity for Jamaica to get that at least a result here. Don't lose by more than one, if at all. At least get the win, get a draw.
I think I'm not thinking about that. Imagine a 2-0 win though. Oh my goodness gracious, that would be crazy. For
Jamaica.
Oh yeah. You just sit back. You play an 8 in the back, dog. You don't give up anything when you go in that second leg.
See, like Jamaica, I think, in my opinion, I think their defense is the best part about the Jamaican team. And it's very hard to tell that sometimes with a lot of the teams that they're playing, just because the rest of the team doesn't help a whole lot, especially that midfield. But the defense is the best part of that team, and this is the opportunity for you to take the reins of the game. Like you said, frustrate the USA. Don't let them get anything going, and you have the quality to do so. You got Ethan Pinnock in the back, who is one of the most underrated center backs in the Premier League. You got Mason Holgate if he plays. You have Deshaun Bernard. You have Joel Lottie. You got a lot of opportunities back there to frustrate them and stop them from getting anything going. And as soon as they start getting frustrated, as soon as Pulisic starts yelling at the referee, which he does every single time they lose, they got in their heads, and you know that it's not looking good for them. So
free in their heads.
That's what you got to be. That is literally what you got to be. So
be Jamie Tart. A lot of Ted Lasso references here, but I think this is very applicable. Not gonna lie.
I would say so.
Be Jamie Tart. All 11 players be Jamie Tart in the sense of being really good and getting players' heads. All right, and I think that's the key to success. Wow. If we could have a bulletin board, believe, be Jamie Tart, and get that dub. Those are our 3 bold points to success.
Yeah. Give this man the coach's position, bro. Once Steve is done, give it to this guy. He knows what he's doing.
I try. I'm sick, but let me tell you, I'm a football guru even when I am sick.
Like Andres said, let us know your opinions in the comments down below because we want to hear them. And of course, we're doing a live stream on Thursday, like I said, for the game. I will remind you guys with the post. Make sure to follow us on our social medias so you get all the updates for those live streams and whatnot and videos. And unless you got anything else to add on, Andres, I think it's cool for us today.
Let's go Jamaica, baby. Let's get this dub. Let's go
Jamaica. Don't be surprised if we both show up wearing our Jamaica kits for that game. I know.
I already am, bro. It's a guarantee.
Yeah, guys. Let us know in the comments down below. We'll see you guys on Thursday for that game and for afterwards. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Have a great day.
Peace.